Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another little music video today. Got little friend with us, little Sullivan. Hey mate. Hello. Right, yeah, today we're looking at the new album by Richard Barbieri, who used to be a keyboard player in who used to be the keyboard player for one of my favourite bands, Japan. And he's got a new album out, a solo album called The Haunting, released here on CD and vinyl. I've only got the CD edition, but it's just come out. And I was lucky enough to go down to London to Soho Hotel to a sort of hearing, sort of promotion, sort of a release party or event, if you will. And I was lucky enough to meet Richard there. And he was an absolute gentleman because he signed my Japan album, Quiet Life, which I have in here. I got him to sign my vinyl of one of the most classic albums ever made from 1979. So he signed the album for me, as you can see. So I've actually now got an item from the incredible and the wonderful Japan, signed by one of the members of Japan. You just don't know what that... It chokes me up just thinking about it. It's absolutely wonderful. I've loved this band all my life, and you know, to even think about having an autograph of one of them, but to actually meet him and speak to him, and yeah, I'll sign it for you. He said, yeah, no problem. He said, I'll hold it nice and firm, won't you? So I held it for him. And have you got a pen? So luckily I carried a Sharpie with me, and he signed it for me. So absolutely made up. Yeah, but that was to promote his new album, Haunting, which we'll look at today. Now, I ordered this from Now Spinning magazine. If you don't know what that is, it's a wonderful community made out of music lovers, and it's run by the incredible Phil Aston. And he's built this. It started off with like a little YouTube, a website. Then it went to YouTube and other sort of things, and now it's grown, and it's a wonderful community which I'm a member of. And we talk about nothing but from music. Granted, it is very rock based music and very sort of 70s sort of prog rock, but there are other music types in there. And he's been affiliated with Burning Shed Records, which is another company, and he's got sort of like a connection with that company now, so he can sell music through his website. And I ordered the new album by Richard Barbieri for them. So why did I do that? Because it comes with a signed print from Richard. So I've got two signatures now from Richard. This one is incredible and amazing. Of course, it does not match. It doesn't match my signed Japan record. But what we're going to do, we won't take too long. We'll open the CD and we'll have a little look at the new release from Richard. So here we are, guys. Here is the new album from Richard Barbieri, who it was the keyboard, mostly well known for being a keyboard player from the incredible 80s band Japan. He went on, and he still to this day he plays keyboards and atmosphere for Porcupine Tree, which is the band of Steven Wilson. But he's also done a few solo albums, which I have all of them. But this is his new one that has just come out this week. So let's not waste any time. Well, we're going to open the actual CD. which is released on K-Scope Records, which are quite a well-known label for sort of modern sort of prog sort of records and sort of experimental kind of albums. I'm expecting this album to be very keyboard heavy, because he is a synth player and he plays the synthesizer, and he's wonderful. He's amazing. I put Richard up there with Shiri Sakamoto, with Brian Eno. You know, he's that sort of style of keyboard player. He loves atmospheric and wonderful sounds. I believe the title, because I've watched a few interviews with him and that on the internet, and he says that the title's sort of like not about actual hauntings. It's about memories, and memories you may not have had, but memories you think you've had, but you actually haven't. It's a very wonderful sort of subject, really. I mean, I have that quite frequently when I think I have a memory of something, but I actually don't. I've had nothing to do with it or anything like that. So I believe it's based on that kind of thing. I'm just trying to get the sticker off, hence why I am rabbiting. There we go. So we're going to try and preserve the sticker, and we'll try and pop it right in the... No, Joff. Try and pop it right on the bottom corner. There we go. So it's on there. That's the sticker. Alright, let's have a look, see what the sticker says. So this is called Hauntings. And it says, the new studio album from the Japan and Porcupine Tree synthesist. That's what he calls himself. Not a keyboard player, but a synthesist. Goes, a sonic journey from dark, intense sound worlds with uplifting and cinematic themes. So it sounds so interesting. And here is his signature. Wonderful, wonderful. It's got a bit smudged there, but I like that because again it shows it that it's genuine, and it's got the Burning Shed logo on the back. Like I said, I purchased this through Now Spinning magazine website, so check them out. I'll try, if I remember, I'll try and put a link in the description. So here we have the actual CD. Wonderful, wonderful artwork. It's very similar to sort of Porcupine Tree, Riverside, that sort of artwork. Very cool. There is no booklet with the actual CD. So on the actual album, Richard is joined by a number of musicians. He is joined by Morgan Egan on drums and percussion, Percy Jones on bass guitar, Luca Calabresi on trumpet, Frederick Hermansen on piano, Jel Severson on percussion, Sophie Worthing on voices 3, 5 and 8 and words, Suzanne J. Barbieri is his wife on voices, Lizen Rylander Lerv on voices, and Richard is on keyboard, synthesizer, samplers and programming. He also produced this album and he mixed the album. It's mastered by Lee Fletcher, and the artwork is done by Martin Bostock, and Bill Smith and Martin Bostock helped to do the photographs. All tracks written by Richard Barbieri, except number 3, which was with him and Sophie Worthing. So the track listing on the album is Snakes and Ladders, and Moya, Victorian Wraith, 1890, Artificial Obsession, Paris Sketch, Perfect Toys, Traveller, Revealed, Last Post, and a New Simulation, 2026 release. And I said, when I ordered it from there, it did come. Unfortunately, It just doesn't fit within there. It would have been nice if it was the size of like the CD, you know, like almost like the booklet, and just sort of sat in there. But unfortunately it doesn't, so I'm going to need to find somewhere special to put that. But that's wonderful, wonderful release. And like I said, when I went to the sort of launch event, I was lucky enough for Richard to sign my Japan album, Quiet Life. So here's the album, and we can have a closer look there at his signature there. So you can see it's exactly the same. Very, very cool. And there's a picture of Richard back there in 1979. And there's a picture of Richard now in 2026, and he is such a lovely chap. Anyway guys, that is a closer look at the new album by Richard Barbieri. Once again, I'd like to apologise for the interruption from this little man here, my little sweetheart. I absolutely love this little man. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. It's my little Sullivan. Yes, so there we go guys, there is the new album from Richard. So just a short video today, just because I was going to go through and try and dig out all my other releases from Richard, but unfortunately I couldn't, but because they're still boxed in there. But I do have, I think, another 2 albums of him, and obviously I have all the Porcupine Tree albums, and of course I have every single Japan album. As you know, I did a video on Japan, so it's really, really cool. And I doubt if Richard will ever see this, and if he does, thank you so much for signing my album for me. I went to the event, but circumstances took over and I had to leave the event, personal matters. But when I went there, I did meet Richard, and he was absolutely lovely and a wonderful, wonderful man. I wish him all the success in the world with the new album. Massive shout out to my lad. See you soon guys.